What if I don't become successful? What if I don't reach my goals? What if it doesn't work out? That's basically the topic of today's video. Same thing as always, one take, ramble on, see where it goes. Um, and this is something that's been on my mind recently. Just thinking about, all these goals that I have, all these ambitions that I have. And I just start to think that, you know, what if it doesn't work out? Not all of us can become successful, millionaires, billionaires, whatever. A lot of us may just be average people, just working average jobs, average amount of money, average lifestyle. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I'm not coming at it from that angle. But I feel like a lot of us, especially in today's world, have a lot of these desires, things we want to do, we want to see, and all that. And that question always lingers on in the back of our head of like, what if it doesn't work out? Then what? Um, and, you know, if it doesn't work out, I don't want to be that person who's just, sad. Because, there's so much stuff to do. There's so much life to live, so many things to do still. Even if you don't become a millionaire, billionaire, if, that business doesn't take off or whatever it is, whatever your goal is, right? If it doesn't work out, there's still going to be so much stuff to do. The life is still going to go on, right? The sun's going to rise tomorrow, no matter what. And it's just something that's been on my mind. And I'm always teetering back and forth between like, some days I'm like, man, I want to do this and that. I want to travel here. I want this amount of money, blah, blah, blah. I want this kind of lifestyle. And then some days I'll be like, you know what? I wouldn't mind just being an average person. Just having an average amount of money, just working a decent job, having a little plot of land, wife and kids, etc., whatever, hanging out with my friends. And I'm always going back and forth between those two things. And I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's like a seasonal thing, It's winter time now. Is it like a, seasonal depression or whatever? I don't know. I'm always going back and forth, right? And what I do know for sure, though, is like I don't want to work a shitty 9 to 5 for the rest of my life until I retire. I wouldn't mind working a 9 to 5 that I actually enjoyed. But the problem is, I'm pretty sure there's other people who have this problem. It's like, I don't know what that would even look like. Like, what is that job that I could work, that I would, that's a 9 to 5 average salary that I would enjoy, And even on the other end, some days I'm like, okay, I don't care if I become a millionaire or whatnot, but like, I want that job that's like good paying, or I want, whatever that thing is, the hobby or whatever, that could like just help me pay my bills or whatnot. And sometimes I'm like, I don't even know what that is, right? Like you hear all these things, passive income, financial freedom, blah, blah, and it's like, I do not know how to achieve that sometimes. And it's like, people are like, oh, just invest your money, do this. And it's like, okay, like, I don't know, the 401k, the Roth IRA, or whatever it's called, right? Like these random bank accounts, these investments, like I don't know, man. People have all these like sort of side hustles, and sometimes I'm like, yo, I'm just an average person. I don't know. I don't get it, right? And just like sometimes I just don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, and I'm like, it's like I know I don't want to work that shitty 9 to 5, right? I don't want to have that, be in that corporate rat race or whatever. But then at the same time, I'm like, okay, if I'm just sitting at home, it's like, money's not just gonna appear out of nowhere, right? Like, what am I supposed to do? But I think there's all this pressure, societal pressure. It could be pressure that we make in our heads to just be doing something or chasing something or whatnot. And I feel like sometimes you just feel burnt out, man. I don't know about you guys, but like I'm 29 and like, you have all this pressure. And some of it is legitimate, right? Like, if you have people who depend on you or whatnot, like you gotta work, you gotta, pay the bills or whatnot, right? Like that's obviously standard. But like sometimes there's so much like unnecessary pressure of like, you gotta have this certain lifestyle, you gotta have these certain things in your life, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo, I don't know. Especially for me, like I'm getting close to, I'm 29, I'm getting turning 30 next year. And it's like, yo, have a relationship, you gotta get married soon, you gotta have kids. And I'm like, hold on a second, right? Like I'm just trying to figure out who the hell I am. What my purpose is. I'm trying to figure out all the stuff that's going on in my head, stuff that's happened in the past, right? You're trying to like make it right or whatnot. But it's like, man, some days, like, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know what's going on some days if I'm being honest. But like some days I'm like ambitious. I'm like, yo, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do, blah, blah, blah. Some days I'm like, man, I'm tired, dude. I just want to drink coffee and chill, watch a movie or something, or play video games or hang out with my buddies or something, right? Just back and forth. I feel like that's a good, like, it's like symbolism of today's world, where we're just like, we're very high and then we're very low. Everything's up and down. And so we just like lost the ability to be able to like relax, But yeah, what if it doesn't work out? I hope I'll still be happy, even if it doesn't work out. Because again, I live in a good country, man. I got a great family, great friends. Life for the most part is good, right? Like, my life is not bad. Don't think that my life is bad. My life is great. And it's like, I don't want to be that guy who's like, if it doesn't work out, then I'm just in the dumps. I just become like a shitty person or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, just something that's been on my mind, something I've been thinking about. Tell me what you guys think. You know, am I overthinking it too much? Am I not thinking about it too much? Like, what is it? Do you guys agree, disagree? Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. But thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you guys. God bless. Have a good one.